الأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. أما بعد. Third, and subhanallah, it's by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I planned it for today, and I found out that today many of the kids, shabab, have the school off. And some of them have half day. It's subhanallah, see, everything happens with a reason. It is not just a coincidence. Inshallah. Amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا صدق الله العلي العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بالذكر الحكيم. Allah Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala, the glorious, the greatest, He has spoken the truth, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let me and you all benefit from these great reminders, inshallah, which are full of wisdom. My brothers and sisters, during the illness of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, several critical events took place that need an explanation. And it would be very wrong, I say it again, it would be very wrong and unfair with our own selves and with the personality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, knowing our relationship with him, that we say, oh, we love him, claim that, and then we don't know about Allah's Khalil, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a very close, special friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are only two Khalils of Allah that Allah has mentioned. One is in the Quran, the other is in the Hadith. It is bigger than just Habib. Allah's Khalil, friend of Allah. That we talk about him, we claim about loving him, and yet we don't know what happened to him, how it happened to him, when he left us, in what situation he left us. We need to know those answers, my brothers and sisters, for the sake of Rasulullah's love, for the sake of better obedience, for the sake of better knowledge, for the sake of better connection, for God's sake. So yes, my brothers and sisters, it would be very unfair, unjustified, not to focus on these. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, we must keep in mind, brothers and sisters, that the death of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is not a usual matter. It is not in any ordinary man's death. It is not a departure of any man, because this departure, this death, my brothers and sisters, brought us this close to the Day of Judgment, because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in the Hadith Sahih, بُعِثْتُ أَنَا وَالسَّاعَةُ كَهَاتَيْنِ. So his coming and his leaving, according to other hadith and aqwal al-sahaba, many routes with many narrations, that it is a fulfillment of a prophecy of one of the signs of the Day of Judgment. This is how serious this matter is, my brothers and sisters. And above all, this is a time that this ummah, my brothers and sisters, is going through lots of calamities. Lots of calamities. You look at the Muslim world, what is happening here? You go to the most secular of the secular and so-called peaceful societies, where they claim to have tolerance or understanding, for that matter, they kill Muslims just for eating something that their own fellow men also eat. Muslims get killed for eating beef, for God's sake. Allahu Akbar, subhanAllah. Yet their own Hindus eat beef. I'm giving you the example of the most peaceful place. And there are Muslims who are not even allowed to have a passport to travel outside the country. Talking about Xinjiang that they call it. Uyghur people of China, millions and millions of Muslims are like in a jail. People of Gaza who live in an open air prison. People of Syria, near 500,000 people. Near 500,000 people are dead, my brothers and sisters, and more than 1 million are displaced from their homes. This is a time of great calamities, my brothers and sisters. And many of us lose our loved ones also. And Rasulullah ﷺ told us a very beautiful hadith that is narrated by Imam Al-Bani in his Jami' al-Saghir, and also in his Sahihah 1106 number hadith. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave us a great comfort in this hadith. He said, whenever, O believers, whenever a calamity befalls upon you, think of my calamity, my departure, that I'm also going to be leaving you very soon. Think of that. And my brothers and sisters, wallahi, I have experienced this myself. That when myself or a brother or a sister loses a loved one and I tell them that, don't you know Rasulullah left us too? Think about that great calamity. This was a calamity. Rasulullah says, sadma. Allahu Akbar. So it is not a usual thing, my brothers and sisters. Bear with me. Please bear with me. And may Allah bless those of you who have been sticking with me patiently, majority of you, alhamdulillah, in support and in learning and understanding. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. And all those who are interested in seeking this great knowledge, this great part of our deen, that we learn lots of things from it. I'll give you a beautiful bayt sha'r here that will, Arabs will also enjoy it. Abu al-Itahiyya, he was a great poet, and he used to praise his mamduh. You know, these poets used to praise people, and the one who he would praise to is called mamduh. So his mamduh, Abu al-Itahiyya's mamduh, his son died, and his son's name was Muhammad. May Allah save us all from this kind of test. It's a very big calamity on any human being losing his child in front of him while you are, parents always make dua that, oh Allah, give our life also to our children. You cannot believe this. Only those who go through this, they know what it's like. So he was extremely saddened by this. So Abu al-Itahiyya told his mamduh some bayt sha'r, and the last of it was, he told him, وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ مُحَمَّدًا وَمُصَابَهُ. You think of your son Muhammad and his loss, his calamity that has befallen you. فَاذْكُرْ مُصَابَكَ بِالنَّبِيِّ مُحَمَّدٍ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَآلِهِ وَسَلَّمَ. Remember that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has also left us. What loss is this to you that you lost your son? We lost Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He left us. His presence and company was a great rahmah, great mercy, rahmatan lil alameen. Allahu Akbar. And for people who are not of the Arabic background, for you also I have a beautiful bayt sha'r here. It has Urdu and Farsi mixed words. It's very beautiful. Badunya gar kase paayin tabude, Abul Qasim Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam zinda ude. That if in this dunya was anyone going to live forever, if Allah chose, it could have been Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It could have been. If he didn't live here forever, no one is going to live here for eternity. These things are of great comfort, the hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and such statements that comfort us that one day we are all going to go there, and inshallah we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help enable us be in the company sitting in the feet of Rasulullah ﷺ in his service inshallah on the day of judgment. Allahumma ja'alna min ha'ula. Now my brothers and sisters, Surah Nasr. Why I recited this surah? Most people might not see an apparent connection between this surah and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's departure, his death. But you will see, inshallah, that a great scholar of Islam, a great companion, Abdullah ibn Abbas, radiallahu anhuma, did show us a great connection. But before I tell you, we should know who is this man, who is this person, Abdullah ibn Abbas. He is related to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in a dual, triple relationship. Several bonds he's connected with Prophet ﷺ with. Number one, he is his family through his uncle Abbas. Number one. Number two, he believed in him. Rasulullah ﷺ, he believed in Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, Abdullah believed in him and followed his footsteps, alhamdulillah. And third, which is what is going to take us in the tafsir and in the background of the surah, and why he becomes so important, that his khalto, his auntie, is our mother. His auntie is our mother. She is al-Mu'mineen, Maymuna radiallahu anha, salamullah alayha, peace be upon her. She is our mother, and he is her nephew. So 3 different relations, bonds. That is why, ulama of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they say that anyone who is a believer, who is a Sahabi, and he is a family of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you owe him more respect than anyone of all those who are in the Suhbah, in the companionship of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why, because they have a bigger, 3 times higher darajat than average any believer who believed in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and saw him. Allahu Akbar. Becomes very special. They call him Sahibul Quran. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam promised us that he's been given lots of virtues. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us many of his virtues and praised him a lot. And you're going to find out, my brothers and sisters, in a second, inshallah, or a minute, that these virtues are not favoritism. Oh, he's my guy, he's from my household, he's my family, he's my, my wife's nephew. No, 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 no. Even for a second, if you thought that, your iman is gone. Your faith is gone. Nabi of Allah does not play favoritism in the matters of deen, or in any matter for that matter. Because وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَىٰ خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. He said a great mannerism. You and I could have that bias. Not him. He doesn't have that bias. So look at this. How smart and intelligent he was while he was under 13. He was not very old or matured according to our standards of age. So my dear Shabab, this is the piece that you want to pay attention to. Lots of attention. Look how old is he? He is under 13. And one day, how intelligent he is. He said he went to his auntie's house. He had a sleepover. And if you do sleepovers, you plan things, but look what he planned. Youngsters, you plan things for sleepovers, right? Look what Abdullah is planning. And that's why even today his name is being mentioned on this noble place where prophets of Allah stood. He said, I'm going to stay up tonight and watch what Prophet ﷺ does in worship. All his worship, his acts, I'm going to memorize and learn. Look how intelligent he is. So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ woke up from the sleep like his routines were for tahajjud. Most of us are asleep at that time, sadly. And that's the time when you can be very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah is asking, who is it who will ask me and I will give him? Who is it? هل من سائل? هل من مستغفر? Where is it? We are sleeping. Allahumma wafiqna. May Allah give us tawfiq. Enable us to follow at least for some days that act that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did. And look at this boy. This boy, he is in an early teenage, just becoming 13. Prophet wakes up. Usually he would get up, he would make sure, arrange the water for wudu. These are areas where you don't have access to water. And he finds wudu water already, wudu water for washing, ablution. He says, Man wada'a hada? Who brought this? And this story, my brothers and sisters, for the sake of your satisfaction, Musnad Hanbal has the complete bigger version, and Bukhari, Muslim especially, has pieces of information of that. And I will tell you, beginning of this is from Imam Muslim's Sahih, the second most authentic collection in the Sahih Hadith. He said, who brought this? Who did this already? And Maymuna radiallahu anha was also awake. She, Umm-ul-Mu'mineen, our mother, she said, this is Abdullah Ibn Abbas. He prepared it for Wisaal. He was so happy. Look at this boy, in this age, he's up, preparing water for wudu and wants me to be ready for salah. He made dua for him. He made dua for him there. And he said, these are the words of Muslim. I'm putting all the narrations together so that the whole story is one place. He says, Allahumma faqihhu fi deen. Allah, give him the fiqh, understanding of deen. Allahumma allimhu ta'weel. Oh Allah, teach him ta'weel, interpretation of the Quran. That's why we call him Mufassirul Quran, Sahibul Quran, the man of Quran. So then, when Prophet stood in prayer, this part is also in Musnad Hanbal in great details. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stood in prayer, he went and joined Prophet Muhammad ﷺ while Prophet was praying. That shows us that when somebody is praying, you can go and join him. Usually, and it's a common practice here, and look what Prophet is going to do. So correct yourself here, my brothers and sisters, there's a lot of information to take from here. Usually when somebody is leading the prayer, and you come on his right, and you stand here, beside him, a little bit behind. Not all the way, but you're behind. You're not in parallel to the person. You're kind of behind, like a step or half behind. Prophet ﷺ pulled him towards him. He pulled back. Prophet pulled him again. He pulled back. It happened, and when Prophet ﷺ finished his, 2 rakat, usually his first 2 rakat are very light, short ones. Prophet says, "Ma baluka ya Abdullah? What's wrong with you? I keep pulling you, and you keep pulling back away from me." And look at this man. He deserves these virtues, my brothers and sisters. Look at his intelligence. And look at his adab, respect the answer he's going to give to Rasulullah ﷺ. Oh my dear youngsters, do we have this kind of respect for our elders? He said, أَوَ يَنْبَغِي لِأَحَدٍ أَنْ يُصَلِّيَ حَذَاكَ وَأَنْتَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَآلِهِ وَسَلَّمَ. Is it worthy of anyone, not just me, anyone who could stand equal to you, and you are the messenger of God, prophet of Allah? No, I can't dare that. Allahu Akbar. Adab. You see, this deen, first step in learning, in seeking knowledge, in getting anywhere, starts with adab, 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 adab. Respect, respect, respect. First of Allah, then prophets of Allah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, noble ones of Allah, the righteous people of Allah, anyone who is a righteous man, respect him for that matter. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this was his method. He used to correct people that, no, come stand next to me. And so that's why next time when 2 people are praying, you can stand equal to the person, not ahead. Remember, not ahead of the person. It's a very important fiqh issue. And here too, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made lots of dua for him. Oh Allah, give him dua, knowledge, give him fiqh, give him understanding, give him taqwa and all that. SubhanAllah. More or less, these are the words. I'm quickly translating. Now, in the book of tafsir of Sahih al-Bukhari, and also in tafsir of Imam Ibn Kathir, this surah is mentioned. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ. Many of our youth, kids, mashallah, adults, a lot of people know this surah. That here's something coming. Umar radiallahu anhu, in his time when he was Khalifa, look at his ways. He's busy with the affairs of government, and he would dedicate circles of Quran where he would invite Sahaba and, okay, let's have tadabbur on Quran, let's talk about Quran, ask questions. So similarly in a halaqah, he was كان عمر يدخلني مع أشياخ بدر رضي الله عنهم أجمعين. Big old people, companions of Badr. Ibn Abbas says Umar used to invite me amongst them. Very common attitude, what they're going to do. They say, oh, you're a kid. You're not even half of our age. Abdurrahman ibn Auf, who's promised paradise, one of the great companions of Islam, he said, he can't be with us. Bukhari 4970, and last volume of Tafsir Ibn Kathir, page 561. He can't sit here. Ibn Abbas says, one day Umar called me and he said, okay, I'm going to recite this surah, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ, and let's talk about its meanings. He asked the Sahaba. Some kept quiet. That's another lesson to learn from here, that when you don't know about something, it's better to keep your mouth shut. You're not going to impress anybody when you will make terrible mistakes. Be careful. This is a matter of deen. So some companions kept quiet. They didn't answer. Some of them said, well, we understand this to be as that Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, victory has come, Allah has supported you, praise Him, glorify His name, seek forgiveness, and He's the most forgiving. That's what it's about. He said, oh Abdullah, what do you think? What is this surah about? Why this surah came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Abdullah said, I knew that Umar is going to show them something, that why he wants me here. Because Umar told them, إِنَّهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ عَلِمْنَا. Because of the knowledge he is with us. You know his place. Tell us, Abdullah. Abdullah said, no, this surah does not talk about this apparent meanings. This actually surah was telling Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that it's a signal, a message for him that your mission is complete. Kaaba is purified. It's cleansed with the idols. There's no idols there. Paganism is over. It's monotheism back in the lands of Arabia. And you have left, more or less the meanings are, as the scholars have interpreted further, that you have left a great number of people who are going to pass on this mission that you have accomplished here in these areas. So your time is over. You're about to leave, actually. So thus pray also now. And they were all like, wow, subhanallah. Only Ibn Abbas knew the correct understanding along with Umar. Subhanallah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. So my brothers and sisters, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, yes, it's time for you to leave. But why is he telling him that when the help of Allah has come, Allah has given you victory? Now praise your Lord. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ. Tasbih means you're glorifying someone who is pure, free from errors. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically directly telling him and all of us that whenever you have done something, first praise Allah. Thank Allah for that. Don't take the credit for yourself. I got this, I'm the big man. No, don't. That's very bad, because Allah says this is what Qarun was through. He did not know that it's a fitna. He fell in that trap. And he says, إِنَّمَا أُوتِيتُهُ عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ. I got this from my knowledge. It's my achievement. It's my success. It's this, it's this. No, this will lead you to arrogance. Allah says, praise Allah. Give Him the credit. It's because of His help. And that is why when Prophet entered Makkah, as you know, he said, لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. Glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and giving Him the credit, and his head was down, leaning upon his camel. Not a victorious man like we do people today and end up killing people also when they take over the towns. He didn't do that. He said it's only Him, no partners to Him. He has fulfilled His promise. He has helped His slave, abd, slave, and He has defeated all His enemies. Allahu Akbar. This is the way of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And lastly, very important thing, wastaghfir, istighfar, forgiveness. Here, unfortunately, some of the Islamophobes, they pick on Islam and they say, look at your Prophet. What kind of man is he? He's a sinner. He's saying, oh God, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. What sins did he do? Subhanallah. And us also, when we finish our salah, first thing we do, please practice it today if you can. First thing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do, after taslim, he would say, Allahu Akbar, once. Then, astaghfirullah, 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 3 times. Why? My brothers and sisters, for this time, and inshallah forever, please remember this. There are 2 types of istighfar, 2 types of seeking forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One is the forgiveness of the sinners, of the lowest value. When you do something bad, then you say, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. And there is istighfar of abrar, istighfar ala ta'a. Those who obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they say, oh Allah, if there is anything that is not of your liking, forgive us. That is the great istighfar that we all need to have. Not the usual istighfar we do. We see haram, we hear haram, we do haram, we say astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. This is a joke with astaghfirullah, which needs another tawbah, another istighfar. May Allah forgive us. Do that istighfar that Prophet of Allah did without sins. And to answer the Islamophobes, those who have astaghfirullah, are spreading hatred about Islam, tell them that please open Bible. In Bible, Jesus Christ, Isa alayhi salam, peace be upon him, he said to people that when you have obeyed all the law of God, all the commandments of God, then to say yourself that I am only a humble servant. Seek His pardon. Subhanallah, Bible has the same message. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all. And last thing I want to leave you with, that when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard this, and Allah told him with mubalagha that Allah has forgiven you, you are forgiven. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, obeying this command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, according to al-Mu'mineen, our mother Aisha radiallahu anha, in Kitab al-Tafsir of Sahih al-Bukhari 4968, she said Rasulullah changed all his tasbihat of ruku and sujood. If any one of you finds out, some people do, that your time has come, please follow this sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to say, Subhanaka Allahumma Rabbana wa bihamdik. Subhanaka Allahumma Rabbana wa bihamdik. Allahumma ghfirli. In his ruku and sujood. He said that until he passed away. Very, very big lesson to learn for our elders as well, and also for the shabab, because no one knows when the time is coming. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all. Make us among those who follow the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who follow his example, his sunnah, and live up to it, and inshallah die on this faith, inshallah. ربنا توفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين وأعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين. اللهم دمر كل أعداء الدين. Oh Allah, help all those brothers and sisters who are suffering all over the world, anywhere, in any form or shape. Oh Allah, help all of them. Guide us all to the right way, and those who are not guided yet, show them also the light of your guidance, the nur of Islam, and open their hearts to this, inshallah. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم.